Hey, hello everyone. Hope everyone is well today. My name is Paul Apollonia, and I'm going to show you what I sold, a selected items of what I sold for the week of February 3rd to February 9th, 2020. Let me introduce myself again to you. I'm Paul Apollonia. I've been selling on eBay since what feels like forever, since around 2005. Took it seriously around 2008, became a education specialist, which was a program eBay offered where they had training materials and everything. They have since ended that program, became a trading assistant, which was basically a consignment person under eBay, which is a pretty cool program. They've ended that, but I am still training and I am still doing consignment. Big parts of my business, those two. I also do a lot of parting out of appliances. You name it, I can figure out what parts can sell off of it. So those are the three things I do. I also sell on other platforms like Amazon and playing around with Macari and a few others. I love eBay. I love eBay to death, but I truly believe that you need to be on different platforms to protect yourself. So this is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. I got a lot of videos out there on exactly what I'm doing here, some other frugal videos, and other tips and tricks on eBay. And I'm also a big time Chromebook user, so I've got some really good Chromebook videos out there. And please like this video if you found it helpful. I will try and keep it short. I know I say that every time, but I'm really working on keeping this shorter for you guys. So let's get this show on the road. See what I sold here for the week. Uh, I get 90% of my items either for free through parting out or very, very cheap. I do very little thrifting, and I also do a lot of consignment. Consignment rates start at 50-50 split up to 200, and then it goes down from there. Consignment is not for everyone. I am currently working on a consignment course that will simplify it for you. The key is finding good clients, which takes some work, but it'll be all in that course for you. I will make it affordable. So let's get this going here. Right here, let me tell you a story. I will give you a little brief story behind the items I've got. I went to a ham radio fest, which is basically a big amateur radio flea market, parts and radios and just ham guys, amateur guys talking shop and stuff. On my way out, which I couldn't believe I missed this, I saw a huge table of manuals. They were $1 a piece. What I should have done was offer them a very low price for the whole table of manuals, but I did not. I know for a fact that the oscilloscope manuals sell. They're not found. Most of the people that were buying these were working off of stuff that they had old PDFs that were blurry. So most of the people that were buying these were people that couldn't read the PDFs anymore, or they were just too blurry. They were trying to blow them up. Got it for $1. This must have been the fifth one I sold. Average price, I was selling these between $29.99 and $39.99 each. $1 invested. Sent them out media mail. Was real honest in the listing, telling them exactly what they got. I always here. Let me show you the pictures. I try my best to take the best pictures I can. I use my phone. I stopped using a camera a long time ago because the app in my phone works well. I show them the cover, obviously, inside cover, copyright information, whatever information I can pull. So that is about it for that one. Pretty simple pictures. Let me quickly go over the listing that I do. So I'm not going to go over every listing. Title is not worried about grammar, worried about searchability, keywords, what people are looking for in eBay and in Google. When I'm doing something used, I always use the condition description. It's basically the same information here that's down in the item description. I try and price it fairly, and I try and do shipping of what the other items that sold for are using. If they're doing free shipping, I do free shipping. If they're not doing free shipping, I don't do free shipping. Not a big fan of free shipping, but it sells items. Just remember when you're doing free shipping to up your price because you don't want to eat the shipping. You want that to be included in your price. Obviously, taking PayPal and all other stuff. Um, Item specifics, always use item specifics. Google and eBay love item specifics. When you are going in and creating an item specific, you'll see a drop-down menu on some of these. Always pick, if you can, always pick an item in the drop-down menu. Why? Because millions of people have searched on that selection. You can create your own item specifics. I try and put as much as I can in here. Got the manual number from somewhere, probably from the back of it. I'm very honest with my listings. Like I said, this is an old manual. May have handwriting or notes. I have no idea if it did, but I'm just making that clear, in good shape. And everyone has been super thrilled with these manuals because they cannot get them anywhere. Shipping. I'm using Global Shipping Program. It's eBay's program to do international shipping. They have a place out in Kentucky, and you ship to Kentucky, and then they take it from there. As long as it gets to Kentucky in one piece and you have it packed properly, it can get lost, stolen, broken, whatever, and eBay picks up the cost. I have never had, knock on wood, ever had a problem with global shipping. I know some people have, but I haven't. Also, there is some debate on how much taxes eBay is charging the buyer. They could be charging them too much taxes because they're really not sure what taxes to charge, import fees, and whatever else a lot of junk is. I don't know. Some people believe that you get more sales if you do it yourself. I like global shipping. It's easier. I still have not tried to do international shipping. I used to do international shipping years ago, and I found it to be a pain in the neck. I know it's gotten a lot easier. Free shipping, I pick economy shipping, but I'm doing U.S. media mail because it's media. When I do economy shipping, that lets me pick any of the shipping options in eBay. The only thing with economy shipping is the buyer sees it may take 5 to whatever it is, 12 days to get to them. That could scare some people, but 99% of my feedback is quick shipping, got it faster than expected. I really should, and I still have not done that, put another shipping option for priority mail, but I will get to that. Doing 30-day returns, and that is about it. So let's go to the next item. These are, I sell probably 6 to 10 of these movie DVDs a week. Now, these are not big time sellers. I'm probably made 35 cents, maybe 50 cents on this. Anything under $4, I really need to put it over 4, but that's what they're selling for. Real quick story, I'm sure you've heard it before, but for the new people, I had a ton of these movie DVDs in my garage from somebody gave them to me, 2 boxes. Over the holidays, I found them. I was going to list them on Declutter, which is an app, and they give you 20 cents per DVD. And I thought, okay, that's good. Then I thought, well, let me see what they're going for on eBay. I looked on eBay and went, who's selling those? Declutter's selling them. Hey, they got a business model. I don't have a problem with it, but I thought, well, if I could make $1, $2, maybe even $3 on some of these, and it's a real quick sale and it's a real quick ship, I'll do it. So before I did anything, I alphabetized everything in the box, got a big box, put them all alphabetical, bought some envelopes, got the price of the envelopes down to about 5 cents a padded envelope because I bought so many. And I listed them on my phone. When you list them on your phone, you don't get all the fancy schmancy listing options you do when you do it on a computer. But I was listing 30 of them an hour. Super easy. It was pulling pictures down off of eBay, just scanning the barcode. It was pulling all the information down, got them all listed. And like I said, I've been selling about 5 to 10 a week. I truly believe that these little sales are what has made my holiday sales so incredible. And I sold very little holiday stuff, no Christmas stuff. Most of the stuff was parts, dishwasher parts, and really weird things that I would never think would sell on the holidays. So if you can find low cost, almost loss leader items just to put out there and sell, even if you're making 50 cents off of them, go to Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, look at light switches, look at whatever they've got, something you can replenish. You want a replenishable too if you're going to do that. So you don't have to buy cases of them at Lowe's. If you know they always have this light switch there, you can buy 10 at a time. Bring them home. Hey, I'm getting down. My par level's getting down. I'm getting down to 3. Let me go buy 10 more. So you have them. But I truly believe, and it's taken me years to agree on that, but I really think almost having a loss leader sales really, really helps out everything. A consignment item, kind of a consignment item, kind of a you can just keep a type item. Not a big dollar sale, 50% of that with free shipping. I am not a fan of free shipping when I'm doing consignment, but all these puzzles were free shipping. When I do free shipping and consignment, it just adds a whole mishmash to the calculations. So with shipping, I think it cost me $6 to ship this, maybe seven. I cannot remember, to be honest with you. Didn't make much. If I were to consign it, probably $6 or $5, but that's fine. It was a quick ship. I was good with that. Another dishwasher part. I get, all my dishwasher parts from Craigslist. I do an email alert on Craigslist where every time somebody puts up something that I'm looking for, dishwasher, lawnmower, stereo, you name it, it pops up. Now, back in the day, it used to pop up really quick and it was really accurate. Like, I just posted this, but lately it's really delayed, but I'm still pretty good at getting stuff. The whole thing with parting out is just making sure you're not spending hours and hours and hours on it. What I do is I set a timer for about 20 minutes to a half an hour and say, hey, where am I at in a half an hour? With dishwashers, really the 3 or 4 parts I really pull off anymore are the racks. They're real easy to pull off. They just come off, and if they don't come off on their own, there's usually a little clip in the rail that you just got to figure out how to get it out. It pulls out with your fingers. Take those out. I take the soap dispenser out that you see here, and I take the electronic board. I had a problem with the electronic board, and I think that listing is in here. I'm not sure, but let me quickly tell you what happened. I don't have any way to really test them, and most of them I sell are good. A few of them were bad. I immediately refund the person. Total amount, shipping, everything, the minute they say it's bad. But the guy told me a way to test it, which I'm going to start doing. He said, take a multimeter and make sure you got the same power coming out as you had going in. I'll look into that further, but I will start doing that. So I try and take all pictures of the item and with any pertinent numbers on here, and I try and use all the item specifics. Let me get this going a little bit faster. Some people are going to be making noise right next to me. This part here was from a long time ago, about a year and a half ago. I got a washer and dryer combination, a Whirlpool stackable washer and dryer from Craigslist for free. I made probably $450 off of parts from the washer, and the dryer I probably made about $200. This is the last weight when you have a front-loading dishwasher, washer or dryer. You have weights on the drum to keep it level and stuff. So this was the top weight. I was actually surprised that I sold this. I actually saw this. It was actually laying on the floor in the garage. I went, oh, I'll just take that listing down and throw it away. And the next day it sold. It actually went to South Carolina, I think. So it didn't cost me that much. And just warning you, there's some people going to be sitting down next to me, so it may get a little noisy here. I'll try and speed through this. So again, got that for nothing. Probably made $32 off of that. Old games do pretty well. You're not going to make a lot of money off of these. This was a very, very, very old consignment client that he just said, just keep the stuff. Don't worry about it. And I actually forgot about stuff out in the box until I've been really working on cleaning out the garage and organizing stuff around the house. Free shipping didn't make much on this. Probably about $5, $5.50. So it worked out good. Went out media mail, I think. So it was all good. Another item, same group of items that I got from the item before, if that made sense. This was sealed, which I didn't even realize. Probably could have gotten more for it. I just priced it to sell, and I did charge shipping for that because other people were charging shipping. So that was not a bad sale. Most of my sales are either, I'll be honest with you, pretty low. Could be a couple bucks, all the way up to about $40. And then I do get the gems, 100, 200, 300 and up sales, but they are rare and far between. So that's my bread and butter, that price point. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people think I'm not selling anything for less than $50. Hey, that's up to them. We all run our businesses differently, but I'm happy with that price point. Another item I got from a thrift store, actually. Ooh. Nobody gave it to me. I had to buy this one, and I even forget what I paid for it. I sold it as used. Probably should have sold it as parts, not working. It got delivered the other day. I'm assuming it works. I have no in the description here, even down here, I have the same thing. I have no real way of testing it using a phone because I don't have a landline phone. It was working prior to being maybe I got this from somebody. They gave it to. I can't remember. I had this item for so long in my store. I can't even remember, but it was working. They said so. I assumed it worked. And they got it the other day. I haven't heard any complaints. And like I said, if they could do complain, I just refund them. I don't want it back, and that's about it. These old answering machines do sell. When you see them, grab them. I have no idea who's using them, but and I have no idea why that's moving like that. This was a real quick story. I was walking the dogs around Christmas time, and I looked over. A garage door was open, and I saw an oven in the garage door. And the neighbor came out, was walking around. I went, "Hey, what do you do with that oven?" And then we're going to take it to the scrapyard, or we never get it there. I said, "Well, hang on." I walked over, took a picture of um, the model number, which was they're always inside the door somewhere, either in the door when you open it up, or on the inner edge of the door that you close. Either on all these appliances, dishwashers, refrigerators, or inside the door, ovens. So I took that, was walking the dog. I was looking up parts and went, "Ooh, I could do really well with that." So this is the second rack I sold off of it. I got it for free. This one went to Florida, so I probably made about $15 on this, maybe 14. Made $14 off the other rack. It was a glass top oven stove combination. Slid the glass top off and sold 3 of the burners. Believe it or not, all of them went global shipping, international to Europe somewhere. So these must be pretty popular. The one unfortunate thing was I sold the skin of the door, just the outside um, stainless steel glass and handle. Sold it for $150 plus shipping, about $200. Was stoked, was excited, was giddy. Got a message a week later. It was broken. The glass broken shipping. I have no idea what happened. I packed that thing. You could have thrown that thing off a building. Did it through FedEx. Thankfully, FedEx refunded me pretty quickly. Obviously, I refunded the person, but hey, I made my money, but the person didn't get what they wanted, and that was annoying. Got about 5 more items left here. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. Cigar boxes. I do smoke a few cigars now and then. It's my only vice. I go to the wine store, and they always have these stacked up. These are free at this wine store. Many wine stores charge for them, but I think they let me have them because I'm buying a few cigars. I don't make a whole ton of money on these. Again, this was free. This was free. Here comes the noise. This was free. Um, Took all these pictures. The only thing I didn't put in here was the measurements, but I did take additional pictures. Somebody asked for the measurements, and I showed those pictures too, and he bought it. Went out to California. I think I made about $5 off of this, $6. Slipped right into a box perfectly, into a little heavy duty box I had, and I'm assuming he got it and it survived. Some of these boxes go for pretty good money. Some of them just go for a couple bucks you can make. But hey, to me, it's free money. I'm there. I'm getting cigars. I pay for my cigars. I look and go, oh, boxes. And I look through them, and I know these acid boxes sell. I know a few other boxes sell. There's a moose box. I forget, a gray moose box. It's a gray box. It's got a moose on the front of it, and that always sells too. But there are boxes that sell. Sometimes you got to group them in groups, but they do sell. You don't make a lot of money on them, but to me, it's free money. There, get it, go home, list it quickly from my phone. This was actually taken in the garage. So again, I didn't make much, maybe like $6 off of this, but that was cool. A little story about this. My fault. Sold it, packed it not properly, to be quite honest with you. I should have packed it better. I wrapped it in brown paper, then I wrapped it in bubble wrap, and I put it in a poly envelope. I probably should have put cardboard around it first, then wrapped it, and it broke. She sent me a picture, broken. Immediate refund, no questions asked. I apologize. What really stinks is it makes me look bad because I'm sure these are pretty rare. These aren't, you can't just buy these anywhere. So now this person doesn't have what they wanted, and it's broken, and it's like a piece of history that's not there anymore. But It's kind of a crazy week last week, but that's sort of my fault. I should have packed it properly. Don't discount VHS tapes. VHS tapes do sell. Which ones sell are the ones that are never made it to DVD. The ones that like these never made a DVD. The Barney's series never made a DVD. Some of the Clifford stuff didn't make it. A lot of the Kitty stuff didn't make it to DVD. The documentaries of countries or train rides sell pretty good. You are not going to make a lot of money off of these. Again, I got these for, I think I actually found them in a box somebody gave me. I don't even know. Listed them and sold them. Probably made about $9 off of them. I have no idea if they work or not, but I just sell them like that. I've only had one problem with one. Um, just there's a lot of VHS stuff that never made it to DVD, and you'll just have to figure that out on your own. But I know a lot of Kitty stuff didn't, and a lot of the documentaries did not make it. The train rides are really, really hot for some reason, so always look for those. I used to buy these things for 10 cents a piece back in the day. I still got boxes and boxes of them. I think I just got to get rid of most of them. This is another consignment item. This is from a gentleman that was closing down his father's shop in the next town over. He called me a couple of months ago and said, "Hey, I want you to sell all these parts." Went down and met with them, and they were real hesitant. They were like, I think they were going through a lot of emotional attachment stuff, and they said, "Well, let me think about it." And he called me up back in right before Christmas and said, "Yeah, just take the stuff, sell it. Let me know what you get for it." Tons of parts, Toyota parts, Japanese parts from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Unfortunately, I don't think they're going to sell through all the parts. I'm listing them slowly but surely, but the books are selling pretty good. So $24, I get half of that. I get $12. I wrapped it in cardboard, put it in a poly envelope, shipped it out medium mail, and went out under $3.99. I'm assuming the person got it because I sold it a while ago. Fan blades. This is another one I get for free when I'm at the thrift store. I'm getting gas next door to the thrift store. I look over at their shopping carts. Oh, they got shopping carts out. That means they got free stuff. They always have fan blades in there. The whole thing here with these is I am fanatical about measuring. Here, let me just do this. I am crazy about measuring all sides, the length, the width, and these holes. These holes are very important to measure. This is how the fan blade fits. I think this actually goes for a high-end fan, like a Hunter or something. I'm not sure. And what I do is I always put a template at the end so people know, okay, AA, BA, so they know. See, there's that measurement and that measurement. If you do this, you can sell the fan blades. Do I make a fortune off of these? No, I average about, usually shipping is right at around $9, $8.50, $9.50. So I make $1 or so on shipping, which is fine with me. I have no problem making a little bit of money on shipping. I am paying for packing materials and envelopes at my time. So I average about 11, maybe 10, maybe $11 on each sale of these. The one thing this is a real honesty here, this video. The one thing I really screwed up on was I used tape to tape all the blades together to keep them together because I put the item number on there and everything. And the tape tore off some of the wood grain. I did message a person and let them know. My guess is they're just going to paint them over. I haven't heard anything. Actually, I just shipped them out the way they were. I figured if it was a problem, I'll just deal with it. After I message them, I figured I'd just ship it out. So I haven't heard anything yet. We will see. But I'm going to start using that blue 3M tape to tape these together so nothing is sticking to it. Two more items. I know it's long again. An old Matchbox. I was signing some of these for a friend of mine forever ago. Sold this one finally. Did not sell it for $31.99. The guy offered me $21.99 free shipping. I said that is fine, and shipped it out. Went out first class, 2 ounces. Paid almost nothing for shipping. With these, I am very anal with all the pictures of the model number, the type, the bottom of the car, all different sides. Pretty beat up, but I guess a beginner collector would love to have it. Our last item, hopefully this wasn't too long. I'm sure it was another video game, old video game. Nintendo 64. I have no idea. I never played these games. Didn't make a lot of money on this. Probably made about $6 on this. Another old consignment client, like years and years ago, said, don't worry about it. So that was $5 in my pocket, $6 in my pocket. I want to thank you guys so much for checking this video out. Again, here's my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it if you like what you see. Please like the video. I appreciate it. And tonight's our eBay meetup meeting, the 13th of February, 7 p.m. at the Panera in Raleigh on Glenwood Avenue. Go to Meetup and just type in Raleigh eBay, and you will find that. Again, I'm Paul Apollonia, and I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it. You have a great day.